Hey guys, alright, so I tried about 6 times, couldn't get the live stream to work because of internet connection, so I decided to just record a video, post it, and if there's any additional questions in addition to the ones that I already received, I'll just answer them either in another video or down in the comments. I apologize. I've been working all morning. I had this all set up. It's the first time I was actually trying StreamYard, and I spent all morning setting up overlays, intro videos, countdown timers. I had it all set up. Looked pretty cool. I was very happy with it. Tested it. Everything worked. And go figure, as soon as I went live, I shut down. Couldn't do internet, shut it off, took it off Wi-Fi, put it on cellular, so I'm using my phone, and when I went on cellular, the LTE changed to 4G, tried to move back to where it was LTE, and it went to 3G, and I lost all connection. So I'm just going to record this video and I'm going to upload it. We'll take it from there. So I thought maybe you guys would like to see the new homestead, if you want to call it. Some of you don't know, some of you do. But we moved recently. Actually the end of August. So this is where we're at now. This is my view off my front porch. It's absolutely awesome. I know the phone doesn't do it any justice, but if you could see the colors in these trees, it's absolutely beautiful. My wife actually tried to get a picture of the colors on her phone, and it just doesn't pick up right. So that is the Blue Ridge Mountain, and we're obviously right at the bottom of it. Just give you a quick view. There are 2 horses here, which I will show you those. They're not here yet, but I will show you those in another video. So, quick pan, show you what we got. It's the house. This here was an old, what they used to call summer kitchen, and it fell down. Started to fall down, so I tore the rest down. So that was the summer kitchen, and then that was the pig slaughterhouse, and that right there was, believe it or not, a chicken coop. It's where they kept the chickens. It's now storage for some rough sawn lumber and things like that. And then you have the barn, where, like I said, we'll have 2 horses here to take care of. They should be here within the next 3 weeks or so. And that's the house. There's 13 acres here. Then it just goes up the back here. There's a pasture for horses, which I will do a video and show you the pasture. It's actually pretty cool. And that is up through that gate and up to the left. It's beautiful here, as you can see. So what I'll do is give you a quick shot of Miss Bella, because I know everybody asks me how she's doing. If she had thumbs, she'd probably have her own YouTube channel. Right, Bella? Say hi to everybody. They're always asking how you're doing. I can't say the CAMPER word because she'll get all worked up. And we had to close that last weekend, so 6 more months till we get there again. So we'll get going with the Q&A. I printed out a list of the questions, and the ones I received pretty many. Some of them I will not be obviously answering because they're a little too personal. But so real quick, I just give you another view from this side of the house. And this is our shed. It's where we keep lawnmowers, stuff like that. Got a fire pit down there that I'm looking forward to. It's starting to get cooler, but it's not quite cool enough. Gonna have some fun down there. And there's an overview of the house. The house was built in 1820, so this year it actually turned 200 years old. So I could just imagine if the walls could talk, the stories you'd hear from inside here. Everything here has a metal roof on. When we moved in, within the next week or two, he went and put metal roof on. So that has actually been a little bit of an issue, which we didn't foresee as far as internet and Wi-Fi. So kind of traps it a little bit. So actually by being outside, I thought I'd have a better chance. And then when the Wi-Fi didn't work and put it on LTE, on cellular, and then that didn't work. So unfortunately, these are the things that you got to deal with when you live in the country. Up on the top of this mountain, you're not gonna be able to see it, but there's also like a little mountain behind us. Nothing like the Blue Ridge Mountain in front of us, but up on the top here there is an AT&T cell tower, and we have AT&T. So you think it'd be perfect. I mean, it's literally about maybe 200-300 yards away. But problem is, it's too high. So the signal just jumps right over us. We can't pick it up. So we live 200-300 yards within an AT&T cell tower and can't get signal. Gotta love it. There's Bella again. Hanging out. She loves it outside. All right, to the question and answers. I just wanted to go over the house and tell you how old it was and everything else. So, all right, here we go. All right, to the Q&As. I just printed them out. I didn't put any answers on. Figured I'd do this off the cuff, be honest about everything. So I received a pretty good response of questions, and some of them were pretty funny. Some of them were like, wow, you really want to be a stalker, huh? So those questions I won't be answering. So I'm also not going to give names, because I don't know if anybody wants to be recognized or, you know, say that they that was their question. So the first question is, when did you start your channel? I actually started my channel in 2011, and I created a YouTube account. My son and I did the habanero pepper, or not habanero, ghost pepper. It was the hottest one at the time. I don't remember what it was called, but that was in 2011. And we did a video on it because we did a little thing to see how long we could go. We made it. You had to go like 5 minutes, I think it was, without drinking anything. So we made that video, and I wanted to upload it for friends to see. And I don't think I was really into Facebook too much in 2000. I'm not now. So I have an account, but I don't really care for Facebook too much. So anyway, put it on YouTube. Create an account, just put it on YouTube. Came up with some name. I don't remember what it was at the time. It might have just been like something really weird. I don't know. Just to make an account and get a channel and posted it. So I think it was about like 5 or 6 years later that I actually decided that, for whatever reason, I just started watching YouTube and decided I wanted to do it, expand the channel, and came up with another name. I came up with Fireside Coffee, and that was just by doing, I think this goes into another question about how did you get your name. So why don't I save that one? Next question. Why Fireside Coffee? So Fireside Coffee, just anyone who knows me knows I love my coffee. I drink it all day long. I have been known to go to bed with a cup of coffee. So it just comes from being a cop. Like, drink a lot of coffee and stay awake. And I'm not a huge soda person or anything like that. So coffee obviously had to be part of it. And Fireside, just basically because of the camper and doing fires and having a good time with family, friends, enjoying ourselves. And so I did a search to make sure that the name wasn't taken. The only thing that came up was, and it's weird because depending on which site you use, it'll tell you if the name's available. You get the name, and then you'll find out no, it's not. So you have to be careful with that. This is for any new YouTubers who want to start their own channel. Just keep a heads up on that. You don't want to be getting hit with a copyright claim or anything like that. There was one channel on, it checks like YouTube, it checks LinkedIn, it checks like Twitch, all those sites, Facebook. So there was one channel that had, it was called The Fireside Coffee Company. So The Fireside Coffee Company and Fireside Coffee, even though they sound pretty much alike, I was okay to use Fireside Coffee. So that's what I went with. So how long have you been a cop? For those of you that don't know, maybe new subscribers or haven't watched previous videos, because I used to do some ride-alongs, I'm a police officer. I went through the police academy in 1991. It was an 11 months of training, because I went part-time. I was working full-time, so I went 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, to the academy right after work. And so that was 91. I graduated in November of 91. January of 92 I got my first job, and here I am. Tell us about an experience that either made you laugh or cry while on the job. Well, as far as crying, can't say that's really happened. Obviously, anything that has to do with kids is always, every cop, it's like our nightmare, when you have to deal with kids that gotten hurt or they've died, something like that. So that's always tough. But as far as laughing, I mean, there's been so many stories I could tell. And it's weird, like, there's a dry humor to police work, and I'm sure it's like that in other professions, but you get a really bad call, you have to laugh about it. Like, it sounds very immoral, it sounds rude, and obviously we don't do it in front of family members, but if you don't laugh about it, you could never get through a career with this job. It'll just eat you up, and you will not last long in this profession if you can't try to brush things off and have a sense of humor about it. Next question was, how do you handle bad call? Same way. I leave everything at work. I never bring it home. I don't share anything with my family. There is one thing that happens, and it's just part of the job, and that is my wife. When I come home from work, if the first thing I do is throw my clothes in the washer and then jump in the shower, she knows that I probably had a pretty bad call. So, and she never asks questions, you know, I'll give her that, you know, God bless her. She doesn't want to know, and that's a good thing because I don't want to tell her. How do you cope with all the hate towards police officers? Well, now it's really bad. It's extremely bad. I'm currently not back to work yet. I'm still off. I'm expecting to go back within a month. But it's rough. It's really rough. I was brought up old school to respect your elders, respect people with authority, and I always respected the police. I mean, ever since I was a little kid, and you know, playing with police cars and making sirens. My sister, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I had a siren down pat that, you know, people would look out the window thinking there was something coming down the road. So, but it's rough. It's really rough. It's just no respect, and just, you know, not that we're looking for it. It's just we're out there doing a job, and we're trying to do everything we can to protect you, your property, things like that. And you know, it's amazing what a wave from someone can do, or someone just comes up to you and, you know, walks up and says, you know, thank you, appreciate what you do, and thank you for your service, and things like that. Not only make the rest of your shift, you know, a couple weeks, that just hangs with you. It just makes you feel good. Makes you feel like you are making a difference. Maybe just a little bit, but what you're out there doing is making a difference. What program do you use for editing? I do most of my filming on my iPhone. If you're getting started in YouTube, it's great. I can do 4K. I have an iPhone 7, so I'm well overdue for an upgrade. It's just that it works fine yet. You know, it's not scratched. I don't have any problems with it. I had to have the screen replaced one time. So I'm actually thinking that when I do finally decide to upgrade, I'm probably going to just keep this one and use it for just making videos, because the trade-in's like, it's under $100. I just looked at it, so it's not even worth it to me. I mean, when you're paying, you know, $800 or $1,000 for a new phone, or even more, you know, that $80, it's worth it to keep it as a camera, as far as I'm concerned. How old are you? How many children do you have? I am 49. I turned 49 in August, so I'm in that period of less than a year till I turn 50. I have 2 children. I have a daughter and a son. My daughter is 22, 21. My son is 19. Do you have any hobbies, and if so, what are they? Yes, fishing, which, because of everything going on with my disease and injuries and things like that, has been very far and few in between. There hasn't been many fishing trips at all. But that's really what I enjoy. I was in a dart league. I mean, I still am, but because of everything going on, I haven't been able to shoot for the last 2 years. Yeah, two or 3 years. But I've been still going. My son shoots in it. I go down and, you know, just hang out with the guys. Love the guys down there, and just the camaraderie. And I just, you know, keep score. Just whatever I can do for now till I can get back to shooting. And leather making, I'm just starting that. That's within the last year. So I actually really enjoy that. So that's pretty much it for my hobbies, I think. What's your real name? Were you named after your father? I'm not going to answer that. My real name is Scott. You know, that's a lot of people know that. And no, I was not named after my father. What's your best childhood memory? I don't know. Probably my best childhood memory is annoying my youngest sister. I have 3 sisters and a brother. I'm the youngest of 5. And my youngest sister and we got on each other's nerves. But you know what? It's funny how that works, because like, as much as we got on each other's nerves when we were younger, we're now pretty tight. So it's pretty cool. What's my pet peeve? I don't know if I really have an actual pet peeve. I don't know. I'm pretty much certified OCD, so pictures that are crooked, things like that, like, it drives me nuts. I don't know if it's a pet peeve. Chewing with your mouth open or talking when you have food in your mouth. That's probably my biggest pet peeve. Best piece of advice you've ever received. That'd be tough. I like that old saying about, if you ever get advice from an old man while he's eating a piece of apple off of his pocket knife or something like that, you should take it. I don't remember exactly how it went, but that's pretty good. Accomplishments I'm most proud of. Getting through the police academy and becoming a police officer. That's, it's been my lifelong dream. It's my career. It's what I enjoy doing, and I really wouldn't have it any other way, even in these times, the way it is now. And I'm itching to get back, and I don't know, that, and if you can consider having children an accomplishment, I think that's pretty good. They're my wife, my kids are my life, so I guess that's an accomplishment. The most beautiful place I've ever been. Well, I haven't really been to too many places outside of Pennsylvania. I was in Ohio once. I was in Daytona, Florida about 4 times. I had a friend who had a house down there. I was in Miami, Florida once. North Carolina, and all the states in between with Pennsylvania. New Jersey, been in New York. Pretty much that's it. Like, it's the East Coast. South, I've gone as far south as you can go, and I went to Miami, so it's not much further south than that, and you're in the ocean. So, but as far as west, Ohio, that's it. As a police officer, what's the most courageous thing you've ever done? I don't know. I don't consider myself courageous. I don't consider myself a hero. I don't consider any of that. So, I mean, there is something that I was supposed to get an award for, but it's part of the job. It's what we do. It's expected. And like everybody says, when you take a job as a police officer, you could be killed at any moment, and you that going in and this and that. But when the good things do happen, you also don't take credit for that. And most of the guys in this profession that I know of they don't want that. It's just what we do. Cake or pie? That's a tough one. Cake, I absolutely love chocolate cake with peanut butter icing. So if it's my birthday, that's what I want. And the cake has to be chocolate coffee cake. It has to be made with coffee. There's a difference, and it's good. Pie, strawberry rhubarb without a doubt. I would eat that every single day if I could. I know I look like I do, but I don't. How old is Bella? Bella is, I believe, 5 now? I think she's 5. When we got her, she was a year old. She's a rescue. I think we have her 4 years. She might be almost 6. I'm not sure about that. It's around there. If your life was a movie, what song would the theme song be? Well, probably there's a country song by Garth Brooks, and the chorus is, "I'm much too young to feel this damn old." That's probably my theme song, with everything I've gone through, just whatever, health-wise, and just, I'm 49, and I probably feel like I'm 69, but I guess that would be it. I don't know. If you had to live in a different state, what would it be? I sweat a lot. In fact, today it's, I don't know, it's October, I don't know, something, middle of October. And it's actually a pretty nice day today. It's probably like 70, which is pretty nice, but I'm still greasy. I don't like sweating. I don't like the heat. So if I had to live in a different state, it'd definitely be somewhere up north, whether it be Maine or Vermont, New Hampshire. It could be central United States, could be Michigan, Wisconsin. I think I'm about as far south as I'd want to go. And I'm only in Pennsylvania, so. If you could have dinner with anyone from history, who would it be? Probably Ronald Reagan. Yeah. He just was so intelligent. I respected him so much that if he was still here and I had the opportunity, yeah, definitely. I could sit there all night and just pick his brain and listen to what he had to say. Favorite skill you have learned, or what you want to learn? Well, let's see. Favorite skill. I don't know if I really have a skill. Leatherworking's too new yet. It's just, I'm not even close to where I'd want to be with that. Skill. In school in Votech, I did welding, so I did that for 3 years, and I was actually pretty good at that. Just too hot. Didn't care to spend the rest of my life sweating around hot steel. Would I like to learn? I don't know. Like to get better at leather work. I don't know, there's so much a skill. I grew up on a farm, and unfortunately that closed down, and I was just young. I was like 9, 10 years old when that happened. I think I would have enjoyed doing that for the rest of my life. There's obviously not money in it anymore, but just the whole lifestyle, I would enjoy that. So I guess if I could do anything, it'd be, I'd love to do that type of stuff, be a farmer. And there's a couple questions I skipped over. It was actually a pretty good amount of questions. I was shocked what I got. And it was going to be a live stream. So I was going to also take questions in the live chat, but obviously that didn't work. So this is already, wow, almost 25 minutes, so that's enough. If you're still here, I appreciate it. And leave any question. If you have any questions, you can email me at, it's firesidecoffee@yahoo.com. It's real easy. It's my YouTube name at yahoo.com. And or you can leave them down in the comments if you want, and maybe I'll do another video or I'll answer them down there. So yeah, it's been fun. Damn live streaming. I don't care if you spend 3 days and you test it and everything else. As soon as you go live, it ain't gonna work. This is like the third time. I've gone live one time, and I think I've tried about 4 or 5. So I don't know what it is. Everything works, and as soon as I try to go live, it just never does. So I don't know, maybe I'd just give that up. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. And honestly, I was thinking if you're still here and you're still watching, I'm going to do a giveaway. And this will be for my dedicated subscribers who are still watching at this point of the video. So if you're still watching, I want you to just comment a random number. Put a comment down below and just put a random number. Doesn't matter what it is. And I'll know that you are still watching, and you'll be entered in my giveaway. 1,500 subs. Pretty cool. Can't believe there's 1,500 people that watch me. Well, at least subscribe to my channel. Alright, so thank you. Take care. Everybody be safe out there. This world's crazy. God bless.